SystemsWiki Collaborate Popover. We implemented, or we're using the Popover feature of Kumu specifically because once you develop a relationship map to a certain extent, it becomes so messy or integrated, or the pieces become so small that you can't read them when you look at the whole diagram. But using the popover feature, when you mouse over it, it actually pops up a small view of what's actually defined for that particular entity. Now, this works for elements, it works for connections. If there's anything on the connection, it also works for loops. And in certain places, we've defined descriptions to go with the loops. Most of the loops need to be updated so that the title for the loop is more than just the sequence number. It needs a title to go along with that. And for those descriptions that are, and it's defined off of the description that's actually in the profile. And sometimes these get rather lengthy. In that instance, because it's longer than fits in a small box, this actually has a scroll bar on it so that you could scroll down and read the rest of it. Now, we're not sure that we have the sizing quite right yet, but we'll continue to tinker with it. So we defined the popover to use the label and the description, and we defined the height and width of that popover. We'll tinker with that as we go along to find out if it makes sense. Now, note in some instances, I don't know if I can find one at the moment. No, if you include actual links in the profile itself, sometimes it won't fit in here, and this actually gets stretched. Don't worry about it. It's just the way it works. So I thought it was appropriate to mention that when you first open this and are overwhelmed by, well, you might be overwhelmed by the size of it, we are actually using popovers so that you can read the labels without actually having to expand the item so you can see it. And using the popovers means that you don't have to click on the item and then go over here and read what it says on the left-hand side and drive yourself crazy and ruin your neck going back and forth so that you can mouse over this and read what it says. And from where I'm mousing over this at the moment, you can tell that we have an enormous number of things that we have put in here that we haven't provided any extended definitions for. Our bad. So we'll continue to work on that. Here's one of those links. It doesn't all fit, so that there's a scroll bar on this side too, so that you can see what that piece is, or the rest of it, as well as the vertical scroll bar on it. So that's the nature of popovers, and we'll continue to see how that works. So hope this is meaningful, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.